हेलो। ஹலோ, இப்ப கேக்குதுங்களாப்பா? வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா? ஹலோ ஹலோ ஹலோ, வாய்ஸ் வருதுங்களா? ஹலோ ஹலோ ஹலோ.
Sir, everything okay, sir?
ஓகே.
Sir, wait a minute.
கேக்குதுங்களா
Wait a
இப்போ?
minute. Wait a minute, sir.
ஓகே.
Good morning, everyone. Present for the 11th session today. Mr. That is line, Gokula Sandana Krishnan, Erode. Professor of Mathematics, retired, Sai Surudi 95, Balaji Garden 4th Street, Tindal, Erode. He is handled for the today's 11th session about the stress management in the way of yoga. So each and every person is now going on COVID-19. There is a panic period. So how to save and healthily to run the life. So for the purpose, today organized for this session, you mainly to concentrate yoga. So he is a 32 years of experience, worked at Vasavi College, Erode, and also guided 10 MPhil scholars, taught all subjects in UG level, in PG taught fluid mechanics, graph theory, mathematical statistics, numerical mathematics. Interested in social service activities, member of Sri Satya Sai organization and international spiritual organization, and also district chairman, Lions Club International at Erode, joint secretary and academic advisor in Jaycees Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Erode, member of Erode Jaycees Club, and also other area of interest, conducts personality development courses on self-confidence, that is time management, and also conducts a course on how to be a successful teacher for teaching community, and conducts a course on value parenting for young parents, that is Vedic mathematics is another area, and also train faculty in Lions Quest, a program for adults and children and their parents conducted by Lions Club International, and also act as a coordinator in conducting value education for school children of 9th to 12th standards in Erode district with the help of the One Word Academy, Chennai, under the banner of Lions Club International. So, in this session, handle the Professor N. Gokula Sandana Krishnan, Professor of Mathematics, retired, Tindal, Erode, for the topic stress management in the way of yoga. To hand over the session, Professor N. Gokula Sandana Krishnan, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
We start
Start
now?
the session, sir. Yes, sir. Start the session.
Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody.
One minute.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Audible.
Hi.
Audible, sir.
Audible. Can I start now?
Audible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Start now.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
ஐந்து கரத்தினை யானை முகத்தினை இந்தின் இளம்பிறை போல் ஏற்றினை நந்தி மகந்தினை ஞான குழந்தினை புந்தியில் வைத்தடி போற்றுகின்றேமே. Sai Ram. Very good afternoon to everybody. At the outset, I thank the organizers of National College of Engineering for giving me an opportunity to share my views on the techniques of yoga in preventing stress. I also must thank my yoga Guruji, Yogacharya Sri Gopalakrishna Ji, who permitted me to conduct this course on his behalf. Because I am only a student of yoga, I am not exponent of yoga. So I am very thankful to the Yoga Guru Master who allowed me to present this session on his behalf. Because yoga is a technique which can be shared only by experts. But yet, as a student, doing this yoga practice for a long time, he has permitted me to do this program for the welfare of the community now. So once again, I thank my Guruji, Yogacharya Gopalakrishna Ji, for conducting this program. Well, I was introduced as retired mathematics professor, having taught 32 years of mathematics to the students of UG, PG, and MPhil. Well, it is not time, around lunchtime, we are beginning a very interesting session now. There is a saying in Tirukkural which says that when there is no time for there is no food for the ear, you can give the food for the stomach. That's what Tiruvallur says. I am sure that this will be a very ample and stable food for your ears, what I am going to say. Because this lunchtime is always a tricky time in our classroom teaching. Once a boy was asked to define a teacher. The boy defined a teacher as a teacher is a person who has the bad habit of talking to a sleeping audience. That's what he said. I am sure that I will not make you to go to sleep now. Okay? Well, what prompted me to accept this slot is that I wanted to share my experience in doing yoga. As you know, I am a third person. I am doing yoga. I enjoy benefits of yoga. I am fresh. I am positive. Even negativity comes, I am able to overcome it in a quick time. And my mind is balanced. It's all because of this yoga. So the stress does not come into play. I am more mentally happy and peaceful. So I want to share my experience as a student of yoga, how yoga helps you to relieve this stress now. Okay? With these few words, let me straightaway pass on to this one now. Now, what I planned is this. I'm not going to detail about telling the stress and the other things now. There are experts who can talk hours together about the stress, how to manage and all. My concern is only to introduce you to the concept of stress, how it affects your body, what are health problems it produces, and straightaway will pass on to the management of stress by using yoga. So there are two parts. First, I will theoretically explain what I am going to do now. Then the second part will be, we will have a live demonstration of what all I have said now. Okay? That will be my presentation today now. Okay then. Now we'll first define what is meant by stress. Everybody knows, everybody's word slips today is sounding the word stress, stress, stress. What do you mean by stress? The dictionary says that it is a feeling of tension felt physically or emotionally. Am I correct? So the basis of stress is always the tension. You have tension, tension, tension everywhere. How does the tension comes? It emanates from any event or thought or action which makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Even after doing so many programs, you know, when I enter this hall to do this program, I feel a bit stressed. I feel a bit nervous. Why? Because I'm anxious. When you're anxious, when you feel nervous, when you're angry, and automatically the tension builds up in your system and it leads to stress now. So how to overcome the stress now? How does it occur? That's what we are going to say now. What are the instances that induce stress? You must be knowing it. As I told you, the gurus on stress management will give you a lot of instances. There are umpteen number of books available on stress now. But I am giving only the salient points which will be connected to yoga now. The first and foremost is work pressure. The pressure today is on people working. You know that now the pandemic has come now, people sit at home and work. And they work more than what they do in the office. I have a daughter who is a business executive. He goes to the office in the morning 9 o'clock and works and comes back around say in the evening by 10 o'clock. Now that the pandemic has come, people have the office has asked her to do the work from home. What happens, you know? I was very happy because she's going to be with me for some time along with the grandchildren. I was very happy that I will be sharing more time with her. But contrary to the expectation, what happened, you know, she takes up her laptop at morning 8 o'clock, goes to her room and comes down for lunch, hurriedly takes the lunch, goes back and returns only after 8 o'clock at night. By the time she comes out, you know, she is completely flattened. She has got no stamina even to talk. So that work pressure induces the stress. She is unable to talk, spend time with the children, with me, with her mother. So that's one point, work pressure. Then job anxiety. Now you know the pandemic has introduced. Many people have lost jobs. They don't know when they will get it now. Job anxiety is there. Then financial stress. Financial stress is what? As you know, I am associated with schools and colleges where the teachers in many schools are paid only half the salary. The poor teachers who were used to spending the money they get full salary, now they will have to be content with only half the salary. They do not know where to cut the expense, how to manage. So the financial stress is there now. Okay, this naturally leads to the family disturbances. Also, they have the worry about the future. What will be the future? Whether the schools will reopen at all, whether I will get the job again. So this is not only with the schools, with all the other departments, the natural worry is there. What will happen tomorrow? What will happen tomorrow? Because of this COVID-19. When will this pandemic end? When will this colossal calamity of killing people will end? That is the question in everybody's lips now. Added to that, as teachers, we have the problem of online teaching. Am I correct? We were very happy all along teaching children in the classroom. The physical classroom, in the board chalk trees, we were very happy seeing the face of the young children and enjoying their pranks and doing. But now, we are glued to the screen. Virtual classroom we are taking now. Naturally, I feel that the charm of teaching goes off when you teach virtually. Am I correct? Because you don't enjoy the proximity of the children, the physical proximity. You see only the screen. And the children are very, very clever, you know. They conveniently switch off the video. And when you ask them why you were absent, they say the system is wrong, sir. The network does not work, sir. They give some and say something or other now. Moreover, as teachers, we have been doing only in the classroom teaching. We are not experts in this computer gadgets, the computer training and all now. So that adds the pressure now. Am I correct now? So the online teaching also added to the stress now. So the stress is induced now. You will be interested to know how does the stress affect our body. I have given you the details. When you are under stress, you know, the body, it releases hormones, making the muscle to tense and increase the pulse. You can see, you could experience when you are under stress, the breathing rate is very fast and you will feel as if something is holding you. Okay. So this continuous stress will affect your body and will create so many health problems. It will ultimately lead to high BP. It will lead to heart disease. Diabetes is one of the reasons for this stress. People say that diabetes, though it may be hereditary, people get diabetes because of the stress only. Stress-induced diabetes and obesity. While sitting in front of in front of the computer and working, you are naturally, what happens? You are tempted to eat something, snacks in between, doing no work, sitting idly. That leads to obesity, the depression, anxiety. It induces skin problems also. For ladies, the stress induces menstrual problems. Actually, constipation occurs because they're always sitting. The headache, tiredness. And one major problem under stress is that you have trouble sleeping. You don't have the peaceful sleep. As you know, you must have 6 to 7 hours of complete restful sleep. Then only your body will be fit enough to work. But when you are under stress, you are affected, your sleeping is affected now, right? Now, how to overcome the stress? There are many, as I told you, the stress management gurus have given many ways to overcome the stress. They say, increase your activity level. What is that? Increase your activity level. Don't be sedentary. Be doing something, they say. And do regular exercise. What is the regular exercise? We must all be taking up the charm of walking, morning or evening now. Some people walk, some people run, some people jog, some people go for swimming, correct? Some people go to the gym and do things. Some people go for dancing also. Yes, dancing is also an exercise. Okay, so regular exercise they prescribe. The other one is that you should break free from negative thoughts. That's most important. Whenever negative thoughts come, you must overcome it now. Understand? You could have heard of Robin Sharma, the great writer. He gives a solution. Whenever you tie a rubber band around your hand, whenever a negative thought comes, pull that rubber band, release it. What happens? The rubber band, when it's released, it stretches back and it gives a pain. So naturally your negativity goes. That is one technique is given now. So break free from negative thoughts. The other one is laughing. How to laugh? You may ask, when I am under stress, how to laugh, sir? Yes, you must laugh. Today people have forgotten the art of laughing. Laughing is a technique which releases many tensions in your life now. So try to laugh heartily. Don't be confused in laughing now. Be free to laugh now. And do deep breathing. You're going to see how breathing helps you in our session now. So deep breathing is also a method to overcome stress. And you spend more time with your family and friends now. Now in this pandemic area, how people spend the time with the family, they sit in front of the TV and watch all the serials and other things now. That is how they spend the time. When the TV is not there, what happens? Everybody's head is down with their hands like this. Father, mother, child, everybody is having one smartphone, Facebook, WhatsApp, other things now. So they don't have time to even talk. So everybody has become an island in the house. Am I correct? So you'll have to break it and feel to have more time with your family and friends. This will give you the relief from the stress now. So when you do regular exercise and other things, what happens? You'll have to go out.
Dear
Not
sir,
just in this pandemic.
voice echo ஆகுது சார் கொஞ்சம்.
Hello.
சொல்லுங்க சார், voice echo ஆகுது.
Echo ஆகுதா? Shall I reduce the voice now?
Yes sir.
Emma. 1 minute. Reduce the voice.
Sir, for us the voice is very clear. You can continue.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay.
No, no issue. The voice is clear.
Very clear? Okay then. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you. I'll do it. So, to overcome the stress, I have given some methods. The regular exercise I told you, swimming, walking, running, jogging, going to gym, dancing and all, you need to go out. Am I correct? But this lockdown period, this pandemic does not allow us to freely go out now. What to do? You will have to be inside the house. But you will have to overcome the stress. All the things which I have now explained, which I have given, these points now, all these things can be given in one kitty that is called yoga. Yoga is one thing which combines all these things together and which will relieve you of the tension now. Okay? That is what we are going to see now. So I have given the best alternative to overcome the stress is your yoga. What are the benefits of yoga? First, I will see the benefits of yoga. You must understand it is the best medicine for stress. There is no other medicine than yoga to relieve your stress. If you practice yoga sincerely, regularly, and do this every day, you definitely will be relieved from your tension and distress now, because it is scientific. Okay? It improves flexibility, your strength, balance, and stamina. You will be more agile when you do this yoga. There is no limit for age now. Anybody can do this now. About 10 years, there is no limit now. Look at me. I am running 74. Daily I do the yoga from morning 6:15 to 7:30. 1.5 hours I do it. Because my body becomes flexible, I feel more agile, I feel strength, I have the balance, I have the stamina, I've got the interest in life at this age now. Okay? Many ailments are cured. It is the best remedy for many illness that affects our body, like your spondylitis, which affects your head, your back pain, knee pain, your blood pressure, diabetes. All these ailments can be easily cured by yoga. The other important point, the beauty is that now, yoga helps you in preventing certain diseases in attacking you. That is one point. More than that, if you have got already any disease in your body, yoga helps you in not allowing the disease to further progress. It will stop that. And continuously you do that yoga, that existing ailment will go off. That is the beauty of yoga. And yoga nowadays, it is prescribed as a form of physical and mental therapy by doctors. It is an alternate form of therapy. When the allopathy medicine, along with the allopathy medicine, doctors prescribe yoga also. I have a friend, a doctor, my colleague, who had this spondylitis problem. He could not turn his head right to left or left to right. He was having severe pain and all. He took medicines and all. Still, there was no cure. Then he went to Chennai. There is one Krishnamacharya Yoga Center at Adayar in Chennai. He went there. He took 3 days yoga training, particularly specifically for these paralytics. Breathing techniques they are taught. He came back, practiced it. Believe me or not, within a week he was completely cured of this. So this yoga plays an alternative form of therapy. It makes you fresh. When you do jogging, when you do running and all, no, when you feel fresh in the morning. But as the day progresses, you will start feeling tiredness. Afternoon, you will go to haram, sleep in the afternoon. But yoga is one thing. When you do yoga, you feel freshness. That freshness you enjoy in the morning will continue to be there till the evening. That is my sure now. If you practice yoga continuously, you can see that the whole day you are very fresh and, what shall I say, energetic now. That is the benefit of yoga. Okay? Okay. Naturally, you will be interested to know the origin of yoga before I go to the branches of yoga. How does yoga originate? You must be happy to note that yoga originated in our Bharat country only. India is a country which gave as a gift to the world the art of yoga. What is this, the origin? What is the date? Nobody can pinpoint the age. It must be thousands of years back it started now. When the Mohenjo-daro Harappa civilization, you know that, people did the excavation in Mohenjo-daro Harappa, they came across small sculptures in mud. On the mud, there were figures. What are the figures, The figures are all showing different types of asanas. And who was doing that yoga, you will be surprised to know that it is Lord Shiva. It was engraved in that mud, doing yoga. So you can say that the first person who did yoga and spread to the world is none other than Lord Shiva. But correct? You must be happy to know that this is the gift we have given to the entire universe, Indians. Later on, the art of yoga was channelized and prescribed by one famous saint called Patanjali. He settled in Rameswaram, the deep south in Rameswaram, where his physical remains were buried. He is the person who has the head of a human and the body of a snake. He is called Patanjali. I'm not going into details and all now. He has devised what is called Patanjali Yoga Sutra. The Patanjali Yoga Sutra gives you the techniques of all the yoga techniques now. That has been taken by so many yoga masters nowadays. There are so many yoga masters available in our country doing different types of yoga, but all these things are based only on the Patanjali Yoga. So Patanjali Yoga Sutra is the basis of all yoga. You must know the exact meaning of yoga. What does yoga mean? Many people feel that yoga is nothing but a physical form of exercise where you bend, you twist your body, hands are like that now. This is what people think. It's not so. It's not correct. At least today, you must be clear about yoga. Yoga means it consists of three parts. What are they? One is the meditation, that is called dhyana. Then the physical aspects of doing exercises now. That's right. These asanas. The third one is proper breathing. So your meditation, asanas, and breathing. The breathing is called pranayama. So these three things are together, combined is called yoga. So yoga does not mean only the physical exercise, only it combines three aspects, namely meditation, physical exercise, and proper breathing now. Okay then? So the main aim of yoga is what? You must understand. You know that our backbone is there now, spine is there now. There are 6 life centers in our spine. They are called as chakras. They're starting from the lowermost part, our anus, near here now, it comes up to your head. This is called as Muladhara Chakra, Swadhisthana, then Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agni, and Sahasrara. So these are 6 chakras in the body. These are called life centers now. The life force, the prana, when it flows through the spine, there should be no block for the flow of the prana. So the prana flows through these 6 chakras. If the flow is uniform and continuous without any break, your body will become very, very free and will be free from any disease. But unfortunately, due to the modern style of living, there are many blocks which affect these chakras now. What does yoga do? By doing yoga, you are able to release the blocks along the chakras and make the prana, the life force, flow freely through all these chakras now. That is why you feel more fresh and free now. So whenever this life force is continuously flowing through your spine without any interruption, you will become fresh and, what shall I say, very healthy and hale now. So you can see that the asanas, the practice of asanas, pranayama, which we do, all make the spine, the backbone, supple. If only the backbone is supple, flexible, you will have no disease. People get disease only when the backbone is not able to be flexible. Understand? This is the main aim of yoga now. So as I told you, there are many branches of yoga. They are called as Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Laya Yoga. I'm not going to detail because of want of time. I'm not doing it now. What we practice is only called Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga means the physical form exercise, meditation, and your breathing exercise. Okay? So we will concentrate only on three things, namely this dhyana, and namely meditation, this asana, and your breathing. These will be three things we are going to concentrate today. Okay then? Now before going to the next level, yes, we'll take up the first breathing. This is called pranayama. What do you mean by pranayama? This combined, it is a combination of two words. It is called prana plus ayama. It's not yama. Yama is somebody is different. Okay. So it's called prana plus ayama. Prana means life force. Ayama means expansion. So pranayama means it is the expansion or extension of life. When we breathe, people think that we breathe through both the nostrils. It is not so. You must be aware that the breath goes through your nostrils only along one side only at a time. You can feel it by place your hand and finger near the nostrils. You can see that the breath is coming, flowing through only one nose, one nostril at a time, and then it alternates other one. So alternately it goes on. By doing pranayama, you will be able to breathe in through both the nostrils. Then it goes what is called when Shushma Nadi opens and your system becomes energetic now. So this is the pranayama is the very basis of yoga, which helps you to relieve so many diseases now. I'll complete now. Breathing, I tell you, when in stress, fear, lust, or anger, you breathe heavily. Am I correct? Your breathing comes quick, uneven. It is found that a restless monkey breathes 32 times per minute, but a man breathes only 18 times per minute. Whereas the animals which have a long lifespan, like elephant, tortoise, snake, they all breathe. They have a breathing rate less than that of a man. The giant tortoise, which lives up to 300 years, it has been found. It breathes only 4 times per minute. Friends, at this juncture, I must tell you one thing now. You go to Himalayas, there are many yogis, there are many rishis, there are many mahans, whose average lifetime is, can you guess? It is more than 100 years. There are people living in Himalayas who are still living, whose age is 300 years, 400 years. How is it possible? Because they have mastered the technique of breathing. When you master the breathing technique, not only your physical body gets more energy, but your lifetime also expands. That is the beauty of breathing. How to do it? We are going to see. Okay? The benefits of breathing. As I told you, it decreases stress, it increases calmness, it relieves pain. Body pain is removed. It improves immunity. It increases the energy level. Your BP is lowered. In this COVID, this corona period problem, it cures breathing problems. If only you do the breathing properly daily, there will be absolutely no fear of the corona. It is very good in COVID-19, correct? Then there are three types of pranayama which you'll be seeing. Understand? One is called the Kapalabhati, which we will be practicing shortly. It is called Kapalabhati. What do you mean by Kapalabhati? Kapalabhati means Kapala means skull. Bhati means clean. These types of breathing, the Kapalabhati, it makes the skull glow. Understand? So your skull glows, your face becomes very glow. It is one of the best pranayama, breathing techniques, which everyone must follow. If you happen to see the TV, in the morning, the yoga guru is doing one yoga technique. You would have seen that now. He will say, even if you don't do asanas, do Kapalabhati. Karo Kapalabhati, Karo Kapalabhati, Karo Kapalabhati, he will be saying. Because Kapalabhati cues you continuously. If you do this Kapalabhati pranayama, it has been proved that even cancer is cured. So here is a Sarvaroga Nivarani, the cure for all ailments, namely Kapalabhati, breathing. How it will be done, I will tell you later. It cleans respiratory system. Your respiratory system, the lungs will clear. Asthma people will get definitely cured. Your lungs get strengthened. Constipation goes. AIDS, weight loss also occurs now. Obesity, diabetes, acidity, kidney, and the prostate disease which affect the old people, old men. These are all cured if you only do the Kapalabhati pranayama. Kapalabhati means nothing. You will have to forcibly exhale your breath. Just watch me. What I do Kapalabhati, you know. You just see. You don't have to inhale. You will have to forcibly exhale the breath. That's all. The inhalation automatically is done. I'll repeat again, you see. You can place your hand on the stomach. You can see the flapping sound of the stomach. This is Kapalabhati pranayama. Okay? We'll come to it later now. Next is the other benefit. Anuloma Viloma pranayama. What do you mean Anuloma Viloma pranayama? It is called as alternate breathing now. That is, you inhale through one nostril, exhale through the other nostril, and inhale through the same nostril again, and exhale through the other nostril. So alternatively inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. See, when you do it, you close your right nose first and inhale through the left nose. Inhale, then close the left nose with your ring finger, open the thumb and exhale through the right nose. Now through the right nose, you inhale again. Now close it with your thumb, open your ring finger and exhale through the left nose. Understand? Inhale through the left nose, exhale through the right, inhale through the right and exhale through the left. This is called one round. This is called Anuloma Viloma. There are many variations, but need not worry about it now. This is simple breathing you can follow, Anuloma Viloma, which has got a very, very powerful effect on the body. You can see that it cleans 72 lakh nadis present in our body. It gives you extra supply of oxygen. Your concentration power increases. Teachers, please note, you are all doing your table work, mental work. You want to increase your concentration, do this Anuloma Viloma breathing daily. And your Vata, Pitta, Kapha diseases are all cured. It has been proved that if you do continuously Anuloma Viloma pranayama, even the blockages in the heart are removed. See how powerful technique our ancient people are given in the form of yoga. Only we don't understand this, we don't follow it now. Okay, we go to the hospitals now. Do practice this, you will be completely free from any physical ailment. The third one is the Brahmari pranayama. This is an excellent pranayama which calms your mind. The technique here is that now, when you breathe in and when you breathe out, you produce a humming sound like that of a bee in your throat. You understand that now? You just breathe in. When you exhale, you produce a sound like a bee, humming sound in the throat. Okay? See that now? I'll tell you the technique how to do it now. Exact technique. When you exhale, I just breathe in. When you exhale, you produce sound. The method is that now you place your thumb inside your ears, plug your ears with your thumb, and close your eyes with this, with the little finger near your nose. This is the technique. You'll have to close your ears with your thumb. Now breathe in. When you exhale, produce humming sound. That's all. It's a very, very powerful technique which keeps your mind, balanced, calm. It becomes quiet. When you go to bed, you do it at least 5 to 10 times, you will have a sound sleep. That is the beauty of this pranayama. See, the vibrating sound creates a very soothing effect on mind. The sound. The mind becomes calm, your mental tension goes, your voice is improved, and throat problems are prevented. So this is the beauty of the breathing technique. Now, before going to the sound therapy, I will tell you, as I told you, we have this pranayama technique I told you. Then we'll have to do asanas, simple asanas I'll teach you. This is the energy pulling asanas which will be given to you live now, after this thing is over now. Then you do meditation. What does it mean, meditation? Dhyana. Your dhyana is nothing but concentrating your attention on a particular object or a particular word or repeating a mantra. That is doing an action repeatedly without any interruption. That is called dhyana. Does not mean going to the forest and doing tapas. You can be in your house where you are. You can practice this dhyana, this meditation. What you have to do is let's simply close your eyes and concentrate on a particular object or repeat a mantra, or very simply you can watch your breath. We'll do it after my theory part is over now. So then we have got what is called sound therapy. What is my sound therapy? I'll tell you later when I come to the physical expansion. Then we have got one laughing therapy also. Okay. Then finally we will be doing what is called the relaxation. The relaxation is a powerful technique which makes your body calm and quiet now. All you have to do is to lie down, right, flat on your back, spread your legs, spread your arms, close your eyes. That is called savasana. That is the pose of a corpse, a dead body. Just as a dead body lying, you lie down on the bed, open your arms, open your legs, spread your arms, spread your legs, close your eyes, aram se you lie down, close your eyes and observe each part of the body. That's called relaxation. It's a very, very powerful technique in soothing all the physical problems in your body. It has been proved. Doctors suggest the patients who have hypertension to do this relaxation. This is called savasana. 5 minutes every day you do it, your BP will go down, they say. Understand that now? See how the allopathy medicine combines with yoga and helps you do it now. So this is the major part I have given you about the management of stress using yoga. So as I told you, remember these three things are most important. The foundation, the basis of yoga technique consists of three parts. One is called meditation. The other is asanas, physical exercises. The other one is breathing. So this is called pranayama. If only you practice these three things correctly, without any break daily, you will enjoy a beautiful life, a disease-free life, hale and healthy life. You will feel fresh like a bird. Understand? You will be very happy. You will be exuberating. You will be, what shall I, spreading the power of your calmness and your, what shall I say, your excitement and your flexibility to others also. They will be able to find out how this man is so very happy, very agile. You can say boldly, I am a student of yoga. I am doing yoga. That's why I am free from any disease. I feel fresh. I am very confident. You can say that. Okay? Okay then. As I told you now, we will now we give live demonstration of these three arts, namely the meditation first, then we will do some physical exercises, then we'll do the pranayama technique, and then finally we'll give the sound therapy and laughing therapy. I will close it. Are you ready? Now we'll start with meditation now. Meditation, but simple technique. I'll tell you. What you have to do is just simply follow me. You close your eyes gently. Sit straight. Don't be hunching back. Don't be laying down on the bed. Sit down, or I'm saying it. It will be better if you sit on the floor, cross-legged. But if you are unable to do it, you can sit on a chair. Or I'm saying sit on a chair. Okay? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And watch your breath. This is the easiest way of doing meditation. Just look at the breath. This is the life breath given by God. When you came into the, when you came into the world, the first breath went inside. You started crying. And from then onwards, without your knowledge, the beautiful breath goes inside and comes out without any effort. And once the breath tries to go inside, you will become dead. So till that time, without any help from you, the prana, the breath goes in beautifully and comes out. So just close your eyes, watch your breath, watch your breath, watch your breath. Silently watch your breath. Concentrate on your breath. How beautifully the breath goes inside and comes out. Focus your attention on the breath. Don't allow any thoughts to come. If any thoughts come inside, just neglect it. Bring back your focus on the breath. Simply watch your breath. Watch your breath. Watch your breath. Don't get distracted. See how the excellent breath given by God goes through your nostrils slowly and comes out gently. Watch your breath. Watch your breath. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Okay? This is the technique of meditation. For want of time, I am not able to do further now. Now simply open your eyes, rub your palms like this, rub your palms, and gently place on your eyes, saying thanks to your parents, God and gurus for giving this opportunity. This is called meditation. You choose any silent place without any disturbance, anytime. in the morning or evening, sit down and close your eyes and simply watch your breath. Do nothing. Do nothing. Simply watch your breath. Any number of time you can do it. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You practice at least for 5 minutes every day, then slowly increase your time span. You will understand how the body becomes very quiet and calm. And this is a tune. This is a powerful form of yoga, which gives you, which relieves you from tension. The stress is relieved by this powerful technique. Now, as I told you, we will do some simple physical exercises, asanas. They are called energy pulling exercises now, which I will show you my live exercise. There is one person here along with me, an yoga exponent, one Mrs. Anuradha Swami, who is also a student of the yoga class. She will be doing this for your sake now, for the live session. Okay, please wait. I'll be coming, I'll be just correlating with her now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you able to see her? 1 minute, 1 minute. We'll adjust and we'll give you now. I think now it's you're able to see. Yes? Okay. Now we are going to see some simple exercises. These are called the energy pulling exercises now, which will help you to become more and more, what shall I say, alert, fresh, and fresh like a bee. Okay? We'll do that now. See, you'll have to make the body parts to be more functional. That is the aim of this energy pulling exercise. First thing, we'll do the practice the eye exercise now. Now, sit straight, look straight, without any head movement. Look up, look down, 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 center. Again, without turning your head, turn your eyeballs to right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, center. Now rotate your eyeballs in the clockwise direction. Only eyeballs. Don't rotate your head. Only eyeballs rotate in the clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. Anti-clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, center. Now look at your eyebrow center, the place between two eyebrows. Look at your eyebrow center. Then look at your tip of the nose. Look at the eyebrow center, then tip of the nose. Look at the eyebrow center, then tip of the nose. Eyebrow center, tip of the nose, center. Looks right. Now blink your eyes fast. Blink fast. Blink, 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 blink. Close your eyes. Tight, 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 tight. Open your eyes. Close your eyes. Tight, 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 tight. Open your eyes. Now rub your palms. Rub, 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 rub. Vigorously rub. Rub, 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 and gently place on your eyes. Now, this is the eye exercise. The benefit of this eye exercise is that it cures common eye problems like red eye, short sight, long sight, squint eye are all cured. Your eye muscles get very good exercise now. Daily practice it now. Your eye problems will be cured. Okay. Then next we'll do the exercise for the neck now. Now sit straight, look straight. Inhaling your breath, look up. Inhale up. Exhale down. 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 Up, down. Center. Turn to your right, slowly, gently to the left, right, left, right, left, right, left, center. Now, rotate your head in the clock direction. Slowly, gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse anti-clock direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn to your left. Turn to your right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right. So this is the exercise given for the neck. The benefit is that the tension, heaviness, and stiffness in the head, neck, and shoulder are all removed. Particularly the spherical spondylitis, which affects the people who always look down and write, no, the spherical spondylitis will never occur. More importantly, the thyroid glands, the neck, no, they become very strong. The thyroid problems will be reduced. And this is the beauty of this neck exercise. Next, we'll do the exercise for the shoulder. As you sit now, place your hands on the knees. See, just raise your shoulder up, inhale, down, up, inhale, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now keeping hands on your knees, rotate your shoulders in the clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse anti-clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then fold your arms and keep on your shoulder and rotate now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then stretch your arm sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. So this is a powerful exercise which gives you strength in the shoulders now. This frozen shoulder, shoulder pain, everything will go away if you practice this continuously. Okay. Then we'll do the exercise for the hand. Stretch your hand. Now only the fingers alone you fold. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now fold your thumb inside your palm, close it and form a fist and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold your arms front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. So this is a powerful exercise for the hand now. You know that all the nerves in your body are connected to the tips of the hand, in fingers and in the hand and in the legs. So when you practice these hand exercises, all the nerves which are connected to the hand, they are rejuvenated, they get activated. So you will become more fresh now. Okay. So you have finished now. Your eye finished now. Neck, shoulder, hand. What is remaining? The leg. Are you able to see this one now? The leg gone. I think it's clear for you. Leg. Stretch your leg, your hands back. Now, as you did in the case of hands, here you just bend your toes only now. Toes in the front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then bend your leg, feet ups and down, forward and backward now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, rotate your both the feet now in the clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is the exercise given for the leg now. You know that as I told you, as the nadis are connected to the fingers in the hand, the nadis are connected to the toes also in the leg now. So these nadis are connected to the internal organs. So all the internal organs, they get the energy now. And moreover, the calf muscle, your kneecap, your hip problems are all removed. The muscles get reduced. If you continuously practice, the fatty thigh, people will have, the thighs will be very fat. The fat in thigh will be reduced. More importantly, the varicose problem for teachers always standing and teaching, they have the varicose problem. The varicose problems will be reduced. And the hip joints will become more and more flexible now. Okay. So this is the exercise for the energy pulling exercise now. Okay. For want of time, I am just passing on to the other important item which will be useful for you. You can see one very powerful exercise. It is called the butterfly movement. You fold your legs, catch your toes with both the arms, sit straight, and flap your legs like that of a butterfly. It is called as butterfly asana or batta konasana. Titli asana, it is called. Flap it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This asana is a very, very powerful asana. The thighs, hip, and calf muscles are strengthened. This relieves the stress and anxiety now. Okay, this is one powerful asana. So this is a physical exercise, as I told you now. Now, dancing. We'll do dancing. Now, we are now passing on to another beautiful exercise, a very powerful exercise. People will be sitting, you are sitting and watching. If you can stand and follow her now. She is now going to dance, not the Bharatanatyam or any other form of dance. It's a special type of dance. It is called Tandavam. which is rejuvenating exercises, which releases all tension in your body and makes you feel more fresh now. All your asthma problems, breathing problems will be reduced now. All you have to do is now stretch your hand and just follow her, right? Take your right hand, left, dance now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, what you do now, you spread and dance, both hands and dance now. Now you take both hands together and dance now. See it now. Start, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Again, the first pose again, dance for 10 times now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You may feel shy to do this. Don't feel shy. Close the door and dance it now. Because it's a very powerful exercise which gives you the physical and mental balance. Moreover, your spinal column is fully stretched and is made flexible. As I told you, whoever has the flexible spinal column will have, what shall you say, more healthy now. Understand now? So your asthma problem will be, those who are having breathing problem, do it continuously. Your breathing problem will go away. Moreover, if you do it, each dance you do 100 times daily in the morning and evening, within a week, you can see that your weight is reduced. It is a beautiful exercise for reducing your weight now. Okay, so this finishes the physical part of the exercise, namely the asana. So as I told you, there are 3 parts. One is called the meditation, the other is called the asanas, and the third is called the breathing technique now. So we have finished 2 things now. Now we'll do the breathing technique now. Okay? Kapalabhati. Sit down. Yes. Now we'll do the Kapalabhati pranayama, which I told you how to do it in the beginning now. Okay? As I told you, I repeat again. Kapala means skull, Bhati means cleaning. Skull cleaning exercise now. As I told you, you just breathe out. That's all. Don't do anything. Just breathe out your breath. That's all. Don't do anything now. Powerful breathing now. See, observe how to do it now. Okay? Now, close your eyes and start breathing now. Breathe out. Breathe out. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You got it? You have noticed how to do it now? It's a very, very powerful pranayama, which is called a Sarroga Nivarani. You practice this. People say that if you practice this continuously, even cancer is cured. All the diseases of the stomach will get cured now. It's a Sarva Roga Nivarini. Understand? You want to do it one more round? Just watch because it's a powerful technique. We repeat again for 10 counts only. Just forcibly breathe out. Okay? Now practice it. See how? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale deeply, hold your breath, hold your breath, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, this is called the Kapalabhati Pranayama, which will practice. The only thing is the pranayama breathing exercise should be done only on empty stomach. If you have taken some food and all, wait for at least 2 hours before doing this pranayama. Don't do it on full stomach. If you do it on empty stomach, you will have all the benefits. Okay, this one is Kapalabhati Pranayama. Then we shall pass on to the next pranayama. It is called Anuloma Viloma. It is called alternate breathing now. See that now with your right hand, right thumb, close your right nose and inhale through the left nose. Okay, inhale. Close your right nose with your ring finger. Open the thumb now. Exhale through the right nose. Exhale. Now inhale through the right nose. Inhale. Close it with your thumb. Release the ring finger. Exhale through the left. So it should be simultaneously done now. You are able to follow this now. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. This is called one round. Shall we practice it now? Oh, you got it now? Ready? Now close your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale. Close with your ring finger. Open the thumb. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close with the thumb. Exhale through the left. Inhale. Close. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close your right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it. Exhale through the right. Inhale through right. Close. Exhale through the left. This is called the Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. It's a very powerful technique. You got it. Very easy. You can aramse do it now, watching TV or something. But you must have the Shraddha. With all the sincerity, you must do it now. Don't do it for the sake of doing it now. You must always have the Shraddha, Bhakti. If you do it, you will get all the benefit. The third pranayama is the, as I told you, the mind calming pranayama. It is called the Brahmari pranayama. The Brahmari pranayama is done. Just see with your thumbs. Close your ears. Close your ears. Spread your fingers across the face, closing the eyes, little finger near the nose. Just watch. Now, inhale. When you exhale, make a humming sound in the throat. Okay? Inhale. Exhale now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do it. Do it yourself. Inhale, exhale. When exhaling, make the humming sound. Relax. I think you got this point now. Very easy pranayama. Just do these three pranayamas, Brahmari, Anulama Vilama, and the Kapalabhati pranayama on empty stomach, both in the morning and evening. All the respiratory problems will be cured. You will be free from disease. Do it any number of times as you please. Some people will say that doing Kapalabhati pranayama, those who have the heart problem should not do it. Not so. You can do it fast. Only the heart patient should do it slowly. That's all. Practice it slowly without any hurry. Do it. All the asanas, all the breathing techniques, you must do it in a relaxed, gentle manner. That is the essence of yoga. Okay, right now. Now we are going to see an important other therapy, which gives you more relief. It is called as the sound therapy. What do you mean sound? You observe the animals in the road: dog, cat, goat, your crow. Any animal, your dog, crow, cat, other things, they do not have BP, they do not have hypertension, they do not have back problem. They are completely free. They immerse in rain, they shine in they walk in the sun. They don't get anything because God has given a technique of producing certain sounds. Our yogis have watched these sounds and incorporated these sounds in our yogic system now. So any practitioner of yogi should practice the sound of animals now. Don't feel shy, don't laugh, just practice it now. It's a very powerful technique now. When you do it, do it with full attention. For example, you see, you make the sound of barking like a dog. When you bark like a dog, you will have to pull your jaws fully inside. That's most important. When you pull the jaws, see, when I say bark, how does the dog bark? Bow, bow, bow. It is not so. You must do it with fully, releasing your jaws back. You must say full sound. The only thing you must remember in doing the sound therapy, making the noise of animals, is to pull your anus up. Pull your anus up when doing it now. That's the only thing you must do it now. So anus must be tightened and pulled up, and your jaws must extend. That's all. Shall we start now? Don't be laughing. Don't feel shy. Now make a sound of a dog. Openly sound good now. Shall we start now? Start now. Bow. 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 Bow.
Oh,
Bow.
oh,
Bow.
oh.
Bow. 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 Right. Then we'll make the noise of a crow. How does the crow? Ka ka. 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 So you must make an effort to imitate a crow with your full concentration now. Don't say ka, ka, ka. Understand? There's no point in it now. Well, as I told you, relax, release your jaws and tighten your anus and make it sound now. Then we'll make the sound of how does a goat audit. It sounds from the throat, Ma. 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 So when you make the sound, automatically you can feel that your anus is tightened. Do you feel it now? That's most important now. This is how goat makes a sound now. Then your cat, your house cat, meow meow cat, meow, 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 meow. Okay, you can make the meow sound. You can see that the jaws are extended back. That's most important. Okay, do it. And finally, donkey. How does a donkey sound? That sound funny, Do it now. Ah, 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 ah. This is called sound therapy. See, the sound therapy has got enormous effect on the body. It relieves the tension and the stress completely from the body now. It makes your body more vigor and vital now. So don't feel shy. Close the doors in the room and start shouting like these animals. What are animals? Dog, crow, goat, cat, and donkey. 5 minutes, it will not take more than 5 minutes. Daily practice it. You will enjoy. Not only you, along with your family, your wife, your children, everybody must join you and do this now. Okay? But then, finally, we come to what is called the laughing therapy. Laughing is called as a laughing therapy because laughing, people have forgotten how to laugh nowadays now. They are always under stress. If you watch the TV, the serial, every serial, the ladies are always weeping. And the people are watching, they also weep now. See, there is no time to, laugh now. You must have the, tendency to laugh now. I know one of my relatives, husband, wife, and they are living alone. The children are in States now. What they do now, in the night time before they go to bed, they open the TV and they watch the comedy serials of Vadivelu. Vadivelu, they laugh without any restriction. They go on laughing, and they go to bed and they sleep very well. So laughing is a powerful technique. You know that the proverb in Tamil which says that "Vai vittu sirital, noi vittu pogum." Understand now? So don't be afraid to laugh now. First, we'll do with the lips closed, with the lips closed, you smile with your body shaking now. You see that now? Close your lips and laugh. Now open your mouth and laugh now. Clap your hands. Now raise your hands, laugh. Again. Again raise your hand. See, if you laugh, your muscles in the face become more relaxed. Your face will start growing. Don't be grim. No, scientifically it has been proved that, to keep your face grim, somewhere about 100 muscles have to work in the face now. But if you keep smiling, your smiling face requires only 7 muscles. See, which is better. And when you keep smiling, you will attract persons. If you keep grim face, nobody will come near you. So keep smiling always. Have a smiling face always now. So practice this smiling and laughing. Laugh heartful. There's no money attached to it now. Okay? Close the door in your house. Make your wife, make your children all together and sit laugh. If you go to the parks in metro cities, old people all together join and they have what is called the laughing therapy. They all be laughing in the park now because it is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine available now. So laugh to keep you healthy now. Okay? Right then. Then finally, we come to the having practiced your meditation, your asanas, your breathing, and your sound therapy and laughing therapy. Finally, you will have to relax your body. As I told you, the relaxation technique is a very powerful technique which relaxes each and every part of the body now. You'll have to simply lie down. Lie down on the floor, spread your arms, spread your legs. It is called Savasana. It is the pose of a dead body. Just as a dead body is lying on the floor, you lie on the floor, spreading your arms and legs. It is called Savasana. Do nothing. Simply lie down. It's a very powerful asana which soothes your mind very powerfully. Doctors suggest practice Savasana daily in the house, doing nothing. Lie down on flat on your back, spreading your legs. Simply lie down. The Savasana, the relaxation, will make your hypertension come down. It will make your system very, very relaxed. You will become more relaxed. You will feel more energetic by doing it now. We'll do it one small relaxation technique. Those who are sitting on the chair, just close your eyes and follow what I say. Those who can afford to lie down, you can lie down and do it. Others who are sitting in the chair, just to follow what I say, just relax your body. This is very important. After doing yoga, you will have to relax your body. That's most important. Then only the system, the body parts will become normal again now. Okay? Now, lie down, close your eyes, relax your left leg, relax your right leg. Both the legs are relaxed, front side, back side, side base. Relax your hip, relax your abdomen, relax your stomach, relax your chest, relax, relax, relax. The front portion of the body is completely relaxed. Come to your back portion. Relax your buttocks, both the buttocks, relax. Relax your lower back. Relax your spine. Relax your upper back. The whole backside is completely relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Relax your right hand. Relax your left hand. Relax, relax, relax. Both the hands and shoulders are completely relaxed. Relax your neck. Relax your face. Relax your head. Relax, relax, relax. The whole body is relaxed. Stay there. Enjoy the relaxation, the calmness produced in the body by relaxation technique. Relax, relax, relax. Now, feet together, hands together, turn to your left, slowly get up. So this is the relaxation. We'll close it by doing Shanti Mantra. You will keep your fingers in Namaskara Mudra and repeat Om 3 times and Shanti now. Okay? Say that. Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Harihi Om. Thank you. Thank you, friends. You have all along been observing me, telling you the effects of yoga, stress, how does stress affect the body, and how it produces health problems, and how yoga can cure the diseases, the stress, how can manage by doing yoga, by doing pranayama, by doing asanas, by doing meditation, by doing your dancing, the tandem, most important, and doing the sound therapy and relaxation. Relaxation is more important. In the night time, when you go to bed, lie down on the bed, simply relax, spread your legs and arms, relax for 5 minutes. You will feel the power of calmness entering into you. Okay, do this. You will be completely blessed with some. Now, as I told you, I am attached to the yoga center. It is called Sai Gurusan Yoga Center at Terkupallam, Tindal at Erode. I'll give you the address of the yoga center here where we are practicing. Hundreds of people are practicing. You can always contact the center, the Sai Gurusan Yoga Center, Terkupallam, Tindal, Erode. The contact numbers are given. Please make a note of the contact numbers. 98651 35274. Repeat, 98651 35274. The second one, 94879 35274. 94879 35274. The third one, 86673 31903. 86673 31903. There is a website given, www.Sai Gurusan Yoga Center, Sai Gurusan Yoga Center.com. For any clearance or any doubt, you can always contact the numbers. You know, yoga class is going on online. They are teaching yoga from the center by the expert Guruji Yogacharya Gopalakrishna Ji, who has more than 35 years of teaching yoga to different parts of the world. He has undergone training in Canada Center also now. So very simple scientific techniques is being done, taught here now, irrespective of the age. Those who are interested can contact him, can join online and get this yoga done, practice it, and have a healthy, hale life throughout and be happy now. Okay then? Okay. So thank you one and all for having spent with me the 1.5 hours patiently and listen to my little exposition on yoga, how to treat the stress and how to manage the stress with the help of yoga. Thank you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Okay.
valuable session. Extremely
Okay.
wonderful, sir. Everything
Very
be
good.
lively. It is very useful for our human
Okay.
being life. Due to the COVID period,
Yes,
pandemic
yes.
period, very useful for a human life.
Okay.
That is the better way. So all the human being to follow everything
Okay.
in your life. That is yoga. That is very important aspect for our individual life
Yes, yes.
and also career and other things. That
Okay.
is very important.
Okay.
Dear participant, if you have any clarification in this regard, to ask the questions. Dear participant, anyone if ask any clarification for this session? Hello?
Shivaji Mundi. No, sir, he has given. I think everything is self-explanatory. They have followed, they have followed it. Huh?
Continuously from
12 morning to
9:40
evening. Yes,
a.m.
and
to
yes,
attend
yes.
the
They
two
will
sessions.
all must be very hungry now. Huh? Okay.
This is the lunch time. Sir.
Okay. Okay.
So all the thank you, sir. Thank you. All the
Thank you very much.
participants now to